name is Eshel Vailoce from Boloc-Boloc Negros Oriental, Philippines, and we studied in Boloc-Boloc High School. This is our class project in science, and we are going to interview the editor-in-chief of a new magazine called Filipino Soul. And now I introduce you, Gerard.
Hi, thank you. Thank you very much for coming to my home and making me important enough to be part of your class project.
Tell us where you're from.
I am from the United States. I was born in a place called New York, which is the eastern part of the United States. I was been raised a little bit in the South in North Carolina. I've moved around a lot in the country, and I moved to the Philippines from Las Vegas. So I'm actually a transplant from Las Vegas by means of New York.
Why did you come to the Philippines?
Well, I came to the Philippines because the United States it's not a very friendly place. I like to think, at least in the way I move around. And I wanted to go somewhere where I can live like a king. I wanted to go somewhere where people are friendlier. And I looked around different parts of Asia. I looked at Vietnam, I looked at Malaysia, I looked at Thailand, and I looked at the Philippines, and I saw that the Filipino culture and the cost of living was something that I set my sights on and decided to move to the Philippines.
Four.
Okay. Okay. That's all right.
What is it about you like about Philippines?
Well, I always like living inside of a culture. My being a Black American in the United States, in my opinion, Blacks don't have a culture. We don't have a strong culture. Due to our history in the United States, we have been so diluted that having a strong culture, it's not like it was once upon a time. Like, I have lived in the Russian culture, I have lived in the Latin culture, I have experienced the Nigerian culture, and there's nothing like being around people who are proud of who they are. There's nothing like being around people who love who they are. There's nothing like being around people who celebrate who they are. And the Philippines, they definitely do that. They celebrate each other. There's so much love here in the Philippines, and I love the Filipino culture.
What kind of work you do to learn?
Okay, well, I started out I'm a photographer. I'm a freelance publicity photographer. That meant that I always got called on high-profile events. That means important events. And before digital came around, when I would take pictures, my work would appear in magazines around the world. So once the digital age came out, where everybody's got a camera, you got a camera, you got a camera, you got a camera, I have decided that I had so much work that I still wanted to do, and so many important people that I knew, that I couldn't just let them go away. So that's when I decided to put a magazine together. And so that's what I do now. I do my magazine. I also breed huskies. I have my first husky. And I also, I'm still in the entertainment business kind of bit. I just got finished representing an artist who was on Showtime. Her name is Eshel Vailoce. And we go to schools and we talk to the children and we put a show on for them. And currently I have another group that I'm looking to manage here. So I'm still into the entertainment business also while I'm here.
So this is my question to you. This is about science.
Okay.
And my question goes like this. Can you tell us about your opinion in the theories of evolution?
Evolution, oh my goodness. You're talking to someone who's very, evolution. My opinion on evolution has to deal with change. Because it's change in time that brings about evolution. Like, for instance, if you take a seed and you plant a seed in the ground, that's a form of evolution as the seed turns into a ceiling, and then it grows into a tree. That's evolution. Evolution can also take place in animals. It can take place in all species. So over a period of time, we change. There has been a question about evolution versus religion, because there was a time when they thought God created man, and there was a gentleman named Darwin, I think Darwin, who challenged that thought and said that no, evolution is how man came about. He said man came from monkeys. Because he showed how monkeys used to walk on their knuckles, and eventually they started walking right, and then they started walking. So yeah, that was a form of evolution that was challenged in the court, and is still being questioned today. Did man come from God, or did man come from monkey? So evolution has a lot to do with change.
Are you religious?
Am I religious? Oh my God. Before I answer that question, I have to tell you that I've been a Baptist, I've been a Protestant, I've been a Muslim, I've been a Jehovah's Witness. I've been exposed to a lot of religions. And I come to find out that man likes to argue about where we come from. They like to argue about where we go when we die. So I removed that argument by just simply saying that I believe in God. And if you want to live your life in good, orderly direction, that means treat people how you like to be treat yourself. Or I love you like I want you to love me. Well, then I am your brother. You are my sister. You are a part of me, and that's what I believe in. So when people ask me, am I religious? I say no, I'm spiritual, which is a lot bigger than religious. Because religion has boundaries. It's like, okay, if you believe in this religion, you can't believe in this religion. If you believe in this religion, you can't believe in that religion. But they all should believe in wanting to live your life as right and as honest as you can. So I am spiritual, to answer your question.
Gerard, you live under a two president, President Trump, President Duterte. Can you tell us opinion about president?
Yes, I can. It's so funny because right now in the United States, the government is closed, and it's closed for what a lot of people think it's not a legitimate closure of the government. Right now we have a president who I believe is a reality TV president. That means that he was on a reality show and people kind of got to like him. People want to say that he is a racist or a white supremacist, which means that he's doesn't like any other people but himself, white. I like to think of him as an opportunist. I think he's someone who if he sees an opportunity, he's going to take it. If he sees a way to make money, he's going to make it. And it doesn't matter to him if he tells you one thing and then walk over there and tell her a different thing, as long as the end result is he wins. So right now, a lot of people are suffering because of who he is and how he's behaving in the White House. I support my president. I actually hope that when Donald Trump was elected president, although he wasn't the person I voted for, I hope he would become presidential. I would hope the office would make him president, but it did not. Unfortunately, pause it. Just pause it. Don't turn